Hey guys, this is Player 1.
And this is Player 2.
And we're Beyond Retro Games. We're coming to you with our first video ever and our first walkthrough of Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair. If you guys don't know about this game, it's a remake of EDF 2025, which is a sequel to EDF 2017. It's basically an all-out carnage, mayhem of killing giant insects, aliens, kaiju, whatever you call these things.
It's kaiju, man.
Kaiju, my bad. Kaiju.
Well, anyway, as you see here, we're trying to choose a class. Player 1 wanted the Ranger class, and I wanted the Wing Diver. We went through a rigorous voting and debate process.
Very rigorous.
Very rigorous. In the end, it just ended up being that I wanted a girl class, and since she flies, I got the best of both worlds. So
logic I can't deny.
Yes. So in the end, I ended up winning, and I'll be playing the Wing Diver class, which is a very, very cool class. You'll notice that I started out with a plasma. What is it? The plasma rifle? The
plasma cannon. I think
plasma cannon. Yeah.
That's the one that I had set up before.
Hopefully, it'll bring the immense amount of carnage that, that everyone is talking about. Look at these people, man. Oh,
this is the best part. It's just crazy.
All right, let's see here. What's actually very cool as well is that once you get near the troops, they start to follow you, so they become kind of your group as well, right?
Yeah, I think that's what the triangles were about. If you find a group like that, they'll literally follow you around and fight with you, and they'll sing songs with you and all that. And we'll show that later on, how they have fun doing all that.
And if you haven't noticed, it's kind of epic because there's tanks, there's army, and they actually have a very good AI. Oh, here I go. Here I go flying.
So what you're looking at is that Wing Diver class we were talking about before. It's the only class that you can actually kind of fly around with. I guess she glides, but it gives you the verticality none of the other classes have. The downside is she's kind of weak armor-wise, so if you get caught in the jaws of the ant or the other creatures from later on in the game...
Don't be calling my woman weak.
Alright, she's just not wearing as heavy armor as like the Ranger class.
What are you talking about? That in any sense is considered heavy armor.
Yeah, almost, man. Almost.
Right. Anyway, as you see on here, I'm collecting these red boxes, which are armor. You collect as many as you can, and your armor goes up. Oh, look at that! You being the poor guy.
Yeah, again, that was a cool part that Player 2 was talking about before. The AI, it's not super sophisticated, but there's always a lot going on the screen at once, and you'll see that more and more as we go along through our levels. I've been playing the game ahead of time. I got to maybe level 22 or 23. Out of the massive 89 levels for single player.
And these green drops right here, those are the weapon drops, so you want to collect them as soon as you see them, because those are the ones that are going to give you any extra weapons or higher
those are the goodies. Those are harder to get, and that's the only way to really get weapons, so you want to pick those up, and the armor's going to keep increasing the armor.
Like you know, when you were talking about the AI, I wanted to say that the AI is actually pretty good. It's actually, I was impressed at this type of game. It's definitely not as dumb as the Halo AI, where you have one guy driving around and he kills you in the process. These actual EDF soldiers fight.
They do fight, and you see, I think later on in this, I remember playing the first level. There's tanks that show up, and they're actually shooting and killing some of the monsters.
Come on. And as you can see, I can blow up anything I want. Buildings.
Look at that.
If only real life was like this, where I could have a jetpack and I just bombard ants.
Well, it'd probably be scary because those are like huge ass ants killing and destroying everybody. I do find it funny that you're the Earth Defense Force and you're supposed to save everyone.
Oh, see, there you go. Oh, see, that's the Marines.
They got you.
Yeah, they got me. But
shoot the thing. Oh, there you go.
See, that's my armor protector.
I guess so.
So, see, as you saw, they actually come in and they're actually shooting. Oh, here come the tanks! Look.
Oh, okay. So this is a part of the tanks. Yeah, I remember this.
They are. I love it because it feels epic. It feels like a Godzilla fest. Oh, not really Godzilla fest, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, later on, I remember. I'm sure everybody here has probably seen the trailers for this. You actually get in a mech and fight like a huge, what is it, Kaiju?
That's more like Pacific Rim, dude.
I guess so.
These are called what?
Ravagers, I think.
Ravagers?
Or ants.
Oh, look. Here comes the tanks. I just love it. From far
awesome,
away,
man.
they're already shooting. Look at this. Who needs a highway? Oh, that's another thing we were gonna talk about. If you notice the bar on the right, my bar is actually going down. The wing class, she has a battery meter. The top right is actually her wings, and the bottom is the weapon. So if you fly around, you're actually depleting your battery energy, and once it gets completely depleted, it has to recharge, and during that time, you're kind of defenseless. So you want to keep an eye on that.
Because was it like overheating? How they call it, overheating?
Yeah. So you want to keep an eye on that. And by the way, guys, if you haven't seen, and I guess it's a fairly old movie now, considering, if you've ever seen Starship Troopers, you're about to see what, like, the video game version, I guess, in my eyes, because I always wanted to experience.
This is a fantasy for anybody who's ever liked Starship Troopers. Look at that. And it's just the first level.
But here they come. See?
Get out of the way, they didn't get you.
That's what I love. That's why I picked the plasma cannon, because one shot and they all go flying all over the place. It's kind of cool because it's kind of like a ragdoll effect, but for ants, maybe. Yeah.
Look how they swarm. See, that's cool. They're like, it looks like real ants swarming around. Man, be the man.
You know what? We should come up with a name for that. What should we call it? Retro ham? No. We're just gonna quit on that.
What are you talking about, dude?
You said mayhem, and you know.
Retro ham. Oh. All right, we'll leave the jokes to me, man.
All right. Yeah,
kill the ants. Kill the ants.
I just love it. If the game feels great, and I just love the mayhem.
It's different too, man, because after playing these, we all know about the whole, the yearly release games, things like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and all that. And there gets to a point, they were good at some point maybe, but it's just, they get boring. You want something new and kind of refreshing, and this is definitely it.
And this is what we're talking about. Once you get those green boxes, you get additional levels and additional weapons.
The weapons and armor is what you get, yeah.
You wanna
yeah, show them the... Why don't you show them how the classes work?
Okay, let me put it here.
Choose a class.
So that's where you can pick your 4 classes, and we'll do Ranger next time. Maybe for like the next couple missions, so you can see what that's like.
Not if I'm playing.
Yeah.
Choose loadout.
So here are the different weapons and the different.
And I have some I've unlocked already because I was a little ahead of player 2. And what color are you gonna do it?
I don't know. Maybe purple. No, maybe red.
Oh, red and purple. That was cool. And that armor is just there just in case if you do an online match and the difficulty has a limit on how much armor you can have.
We're gonna go and start a normal. We won't hit hard because it really gets crazy.
It really does get hard. Even the normal one can get tough around level 17, 18. It starts getting real tough.
And it really is a game that you can replay because if you put it on the hardest settings, it is no joke how hard it becomes. These ants and bugs and spiders, they take on a whole new form. It's like an onslaught.
Yeah, and when the bosses change, there's all kind of cool like robots.
Oh, here it comes.
Mechs and everything.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to destroy this building right now to show how anything can be destroyed in this game. Let's see. I wonder if my tanks are gonna back me up. Oh, there they go. There they go. Come on, lady, you're safe now. Wing diver, class 1 is here. See, I'm keeping an eye on.
Destroy everything.
Yeah. Get out of my way. See, I'm trying to keep an eye on the meter, and I lost my.
Oh, you overheated?
Yeah, overheated.
Yeah, that's a tough part. That's why I like the Ranger, because I don't have to deal with that. But I do like how you can fly around as a wing diver class. You have to really keep an eye on the energy for it. And the tough thing is too, what is this? The plasma cannon, the bigger the weapon, the more energy it uses. So you have to be paying attention to it. There's only 3 left. Go find them.
I'm gonna make them fly. Let's see if I can get them from here. See? Woo. Ragdoll effect.
Ragant? No,
Whatever.
I'm sorry, that's not funny either.
Let's see if I can bring down the building from here. See, that's why I like the Wing Diver, because you could just go
Dude,
on top.
I don't know
and
who's worse, the Ravagers or you destroying the city, man.
I'm making progress.
I guess so. You're getting rid of obstacles is what you're doing. Get right to the point. Taking out the Ravagers.
You see here.
What you were hearing, that scientist, by the way, he keeps talking throughout the levels. He's kind of one of the people that really propels the story forward. So I guess we could talk about that. There is a story to EDF. It feels like an arcade shooter, but really there's a story about based on the 2017, which is a previous game, where they were attacked by Ravagers and aliens, and that's actually how the Wing Diver. They explain in her little bio that she has this jetpack because it's extraterrestrial technology. And now that scientist was explaining that they've come back, and after the EDF thought they eradicated all the insects or all the monsters, they're coming back. So there is kind of a story. It's light to some degrees, but you saw it. They have little cutscenes every once in a while on the missions to show you what's going on. And you do kind of have specific objectives. But for the most part, you're just killing a bunch of them, and it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it does have kind of a story that you hear in the background, so it is.
It's more than a lot of these other games that come out, man. They're just like online only with no real story. I mean, I think of games like Destiny. Yeah, the gameplay was cool, but it really didn't offer me anything fulfilling. You know.
So here's the.
Oh, we're at the end already. Wow, that went quickly. All right, guys. So this is the end of the first video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below if you guys want to hear anything else or any specific requests. We're gonna keep going with the walkthrough. Keep an eye on the channel, and we hope to see you guys again soon.
And let us know if you want us to continue commenting during the walkthrough, or you just want to see the walkthrough by themselves.
All right. See you soon.
All right. This is Player 2.
I'm Player 1 signing out.
Later.